Private space companies, they are infusing lots of possibilities here at KSC and around the Space Coast. And one place many people forget about is where the shuttles used to land. It's a fascinating spot, formerly known as the Shuttle Landing Center. This area is now home to exciting speed tests and the very edge of space technology. Now, I got a tour and did a little speed test of my own. When the orbiter Atlantis screeched back onto Earth at 200 miles per hour in 2011, few people knew what would happen to the engineering marvel that makes a landing like this possible.
The space shuttle pulls into port for the last time. Its voyage at an end.
It is my baby.
James Moffett runs the runway now for Space Florida. The company took over here in 2015.
We have more than enough space to handle pretty much anything that is existing in the world today.
This runway, now called the Launch and Landing Facility, has very unique features, and we thought the best way to show you around would be to give you a tour with the type of car the astronauts used to drive. General Motors let us borrow a brand new Corvette, you know, for scientific purposes. I also happen to be driving a really fast car. Here's the deal. This is one of the longest runways on planet Earth. It's nearly a football field wide and incredibly flat. It's 3 miles long from the front to the back. There's maybe an eighth of an inch difference. Also, NASA installed grooves allowing huge vehicles to stop very quickly. Now, the truly amazing thing about this particular runway is that it is marked in history. Like, take a look at this right here. You see that spray painted line right there? That is where the orbiter Atlantis stopped for a final time. That marks the end of the space shuttle program. But Space Florida is focused on the future, not the past. The facility already plans to be the landing site for Sierra Nevada's Dream Chaser. The Air Force's super-secret unmanned X-37B has already landed here, and Sir Richard Branson's company, Virgin Orbit, hopes to launch its small satellite rocket Launcher 1. The rocket gets a plane-assisted launch from a former jetliner called Cosmic Girl. That company is launching later this year for the first time.
So on that downtime when we don't have aircraft coming in, we host other unique test activities.
The other perfect use for this facility, speed tests. In 2016, Genovation's all-electric Corvette broke an electric record here, going 205 miles an hour. This proves there's still plenty of use for this 43-year-old, 500-acre slab of concrete.
It just shows that a facility like this doesn't always have to be just for commercial space, but all the sciences and technologies that helps us push forward. So Space Florida expects a lot of growth near that facility. The company right now has 400 acres set aside for space companies to keep their vehicles and even have office space, all expected to be built in the same spot where those giant vehicles will take off.